Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Stacy. Thank you for clicking onto this video. You guys, this is such a beautiful release. If you know me and you are familiar with my channel, you know I'm obsessed with Live Love Posh, and it's for this very reason. This release is so beautiful. I love fall. It's my favorite season next to Christmas, but especially fall. I love the colors. I love the fall leaves. I love the clothing, everything. And she's done an amazing job picking elements and stickers and designs and artistry that truly reflects fall and the spooky season, which is not my favorite, but I enjoy the little bit of fun that goes along with that whole season. So if you are as excited as I am to take a look at these flip throughs, do a very thorough walkthrough of what's inside, stick around. All right, so without further ado, I'm going to put these things aside. We're going to go ahead and start with the Posh Halloween, and then we'll come back to these other items. So I'm going to put these off to the side so we don't have any distractions. And let's go ahead and zoom in just a smidge. Okay, so Posh Halloween. There is 38 sheets in this book. I will put the information, cost, all that on the side here, but let's go ahead and jump into it. Right off the bat, we've got some paper stickers. The color schemes are just going to be amazing in here, trust me. Some of these things you don't have to necessarily use just for Halloween. If you like that dark academia aesthetic, I mean, these things are totally, you know, available for you to use in that manner. Typically, she gives us 2 sheets of each design. Look at that ghost holding some flowers. Cat with the little pumpkins. These are paper, 2 sheets. We get into the next design. These ones feel like they're clear. They're very chic. Looks like they're dressed for a Halloween party. It says Bad Witch Vibes. 2 sheets of that. And then another one, you've got this chocolate coffin box. That's hilarious. Very cute. These florals, very dark. Ooh, and then we get into some traditional orange. Got a little party going on. Salem, Which Way, Pixie Hollow, Bouville, Ghoulgate. These are paper. Oh, look at the broomstick with the hooks to hang up the clothes. That's hilarious. Okay, and then now you've got some clusters going on. You've got this door, you've got this little party table setting already layered with some boxes. This one here has some layering going on. I like this one, that boo setting with the tray and pumpkins. Very cool. Ooh, this one is spooky. You've got some jack-o'-lanterns with this scarf. It's giving me, oh my gosh, the name is escaping me. He wears the striped sweater. Beetlejuice. So funny. These are clear. This is cool. Again, dark academia. Doesn't necessarily need to be Halloween. Got this bedroom scene, tablescape, 2 pages. Oh, these are cute. I like these. I like the polka dot pumpkins, the black florals, all these frames. These are paper, so you can use these as boxes and write in them. Oh, this is cute. Look how fun that is. It's like watercolor. like a pastel watercolor, actually more like a glow in the dark vibe. Boo, little graveyard. That would be really cute for a Halloween party, like a kid's Halloween party. Got some banners. I like that little haunted mansion. Got some spooky bows. Bats. I see some bats in there. These are paper. This is cool. So you could do like a spooky movie night memory page with this one. Got the theater, little cozy seating, fireplace going. Got some girls. I love her hair. Her hair is beautiful. The little marquee. There you go, cozy seating again. Halloween Town. She's all cozied up with a blanket. She's got her popcorn. She's ready to watch a movie. Do you see this skeleton holding the remote? That is hilarious. These are super cute. Then you've got some black and orange florals. Clear 2 pages, and now you've got some quotes. Hello October, horror movies and chill, coffee, black cats, witches and spells, Halloween, witchy woman down here. Oh, this one is different. All Hallows Eve, flannels, hay rides, pumpkin sweaters, bonfires, welcome to our haunted house, trick or treat, the moon made me do it, and pick your poison. Ooh, so this one's going to be functional. You get some boxes and checklist. I really appreciate when she does that. This, I love too when she does black letters on the color for your, I call them call to actions. So you get a couple of color schemes. Ooh, and then black boxes, checklists, bullet points. Oh, I'll definitely use these. I could use those. All right, so that was Posh Halloween. So let's take a look at the new cover. So here we go. We've got a what we'll call a classic size. It's usable with a classic happy planner. Autumn leaves and pumpkins, please. So this is, I keep moving my mat. This is the front. That would be your back. You've got these beautiful gold frames, some flowers and pumpkins, and then you open it up and you get that same flowers and pumpkins on the inside. So they are reversible. You could use this as your cover and this as your inside. So if you, let's see, let's take a look at what that would look like on some gold disc. Just because we can, I'll just flip that on its back. Kind of hard to tell because I have that other cover, but look how beautiful that looks with gold disc. So pretty. I will be setting up my August planner here soon, and I'll definitely be using this cover for my work planner. So stay tuned. So very beautiful. Again, I'll stick the information on price for this release. All right, so let's see what's up next. Let's take a look at Fall Love, and this one is 32 sheets. Okay, and then I'll put the information here on all the details and the cost, but let's get into it. All right, right off the bat, we get some beautiful florals. These are clear, and I love these because they look realistic. They look like pictures of actual flowers. Ooh, and I always love when she does these long sidebar floral stickers, because when I use these in my A5 journal, I can almost get it across 2 pages. And then I just fill in the corners with corner florals. Love that. 2 sheets. Oh, these are so pretty. I love these. I love this strip. So this is a whole washi strip, but it's doubled stripes and florals. And then you've got your layered boxes. And I love how they're double boxed, so they look like frames. These are so pretty. I love that she started providing these. And then of course that long washi strip on the side. This is very pretty. It's very subtle, muted colors. You've got some candy apples, some coffee with cookies. It says hello fall. You've got a lantern with lights in it. A stack of books. Got some a simmering pot on the stove to make your house smell like fall. Very pretty. Oh, I love this little scene sitting on the porch. Oh, I like these gold flakes up here. And these are, this is a clear sheet. All right, you've got some more florals. These are very pretty. And it's got a little bit of feathers mixed in. It's a very pretty arrangement. These are clear. Got some more of those florals sticking out from the side. 2 pages. Oh, this is fun. I love the leopard or cheetah, whichever you would call that. Probably cheetah, I think. So your long washi strip. You got some cheetah leaves, some flowers. I love this little planner setup. Hustle and heart, and then the bows. I like those glasses. I've seen those glasses. Do I have those glasses? I feel like I've seen those at, look at that. How funny is that? They're like reading glasses. I knew I've seen those before. I picked them up in the Target dollar spot. That's hilarious. Cute, cute, cute. I love this one. I love these leaves. They're so cute. The little planner. I love how she manages to find things that you literally could find in your home or on your desk. This is beautiful. I love this whole seating right here. Got all your pumpkins, your little sign that says hello fall. These are paper, and then you've got some matching florals, very big florals. 2 pages. Oh, this is different. This is leaning towards like Halloween colors. Very fun with like the navy and oranges, the moon. 2 pages, those are clear. This is really cute. I love the bed, the whole bedding. Got a whole nightstand going on over here. She's in her PJs. It's just like a cozy night at home, laying in bed, reading, watching a movie. Super cute. Oh, I love this one too. I love the dolls. I love to put dolls in my planners. That's a cute bag. She is having fun. She's out shopping. She's shopping with her. She's got her coffee. Love the fit. Absolutely cute. 2 pages. Oh, the bag says Live, Love, Posh. How cute. I want that bag now. That one says it's sweater weather. Okay, I saw them do a plan with me. I love these when they do these like boxes, but they're like side by side. You can put in a vertical planner. That is so cute. It creates the scene for you. These are different, these are fun, but these are paper. You can write in them. So you could use these for titles, or if you've got some clear quotes, you could put them in there and it would look like a frame, like a picture frame. And then you put the wreath, so you could put a frame on each side of the wreath, make a little scene. These are cute. Looks like you've got some apples in the pumpkin patch, some baskets, some pie. Very cute. This was clear. Just noticed the ribbons. And that was the end of that page, or that book. So Fall Love. So last but not least, let's look at the sticker journaling kit. So this is I want to say this is only the second time that they've released a kit like this. The first one, it was in the Faith release. So I'm going to put the information, details, price, everything. But this is called Autumn Love. You're going to get 10 sticker sheets, 5 decorative paper sheets. All right, and it's thinner. It's definitely thinner. If you're not familiar, didn't see the Faith one, it's definitely smaller. So 15 sheets all together, but it's meant for journaling. So let's take a look. All right, so we've got some beautiful florals, full length stickers on both sides. So you could, okay, you totally could create a page where it's like a half page and you flip it back and forth and it's the same on both sides. You would just put that on the edge. That would be really fun. I'm getting ideas here. I was trying to figure out what are we gonna do for this video if we're gonna do a plan with me. So I'm getting some ideas. These are so pretty. I love this bouquet right here. Wouldn't that make a wonderful gift to your host if you're going for Thanksgiving? That bouquet would be beautiful. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at, they're doing some memory keeping, scrapbooking. Another bouquet of flowers. There is your makeup for the day with your outfit. Super cute outfit. I love the makeup palette. So pretty. These are all clear. Those must be cider donuts. They look like donuts. I love that bow. That could definitely transition into Christmas. Cute, cute, cute. Okay, now we get into the journaling pieces. So they're stickers, they are paper, and they've got like that torn edge as if you had ripped scrapbook paper. I like this ribbon here. So you got a bunch of different like torn edges. And then you've got some like definition type pieces. So season, flannel, cozy, crisp. Some gold frames. Of falling leaves beauty. I feel like that wasn't a completed sentence, but oh, look at the frame with the bow. It's so cute. Wonderful memories, the most beautiful season, autumn. You've got 2 definitions here, autumn, pumpkin, harvest. Then you've got like a little phrase happening right here at the bottom of this torn edge. Soft sweaters and blankets drape over cold arms, light brown leaves deepen light brown leaves deepen into amber, Pieces of glitter and confetti glide through the air, then gently rest on the floor. Long conversations over warm cups of coffee. Ooh, this one's pretty too. I like this yellow. And you've got a cluster here of some frames with the butterflies. It says some moments are gold. So pretty. Ooh, and then we get some alphabets. I love these colors. These are so pretty. I love how they incorporated the pinks with the like the maroon and orange burgundy. Really good color combination. And it looks like you get lots of duplicates and you've got some numbers. So that's really fun. So it's not necessarily meant for like dating, like monthly calendar, but you could do like a bucket list and count them out, or if someone's got a birthday, any of those things you could use those numbers for. Ooh, and then we get some washi strips. There's those flowers again, and you get a whole strip of those red bows. This is a very thick washi. This whole piece is one washi. I really like these color combinations. All right, then you get into the paper pieces. So these are going to be double-sided. I call these cut aparts, but you could fold this into a card, kind of flip it on itself, but it is double-sided. So you kind of have to decide which side do you want to use. That's always the difficult part if you're familiar with double-sided scrapbook paper. It's like, do I want to hoard it or do I want to keep it? So there's this one. It's like an ombre graph. And then you get the leaves. Very pretty. They're pretty good thickness. So I think it's going to tear really well. And then you've got this one that's kind of like framed out with that yellow gingham pattern in the middle. You really could put this either direction. I feel like it works either way. And then the back of that one says fall with the pumpkins on the bottom. And we're just gonna keep flipping back and forth here. Sorry about that. This one is like a full patterned, repeat pattern, similar to the inside of the planner cover. It's the same pattern. Okay, and then the back of that, you've got this really big image of the pumpkins and the flowers, butterflies at the top. I love this one. This one is so pretty with the single rose and the red bow. I love that. And then last but not least, you've got this big frame with that bouquet inside the pumpkin. How fun is that, to carve out a pumpkin at the top, and then you could put a vase in the middle and then put your bouquet of flowers inside of it. That is really, really pretty. All right, so for reference, I wanted to give you an idea of size of these sheets. So these are about a little over, let's see, 9 3/4 by 6. So we know that her books are always 6 inches wide. I have my A5 planner here, so I wanted to kind of show you for size reference. So it is definitely bigger than like an A5. So if you wanted to, width-wise, it works pretty good. You might have to take off like maybe 1/2 inch on the side, because an A5 is about 5.83 and these are 6. So you could just take off like a little bit from the side. But let's say you wanted to use this to put on a whole page. What you could do, I'm over here moving my mat again, treat this like you would a box sticker. When we're trying to make a box shorter, I would cut the top and then, you know, bring it down on the back side, and then you could finish up the frame. So that's an idea, but you're sacrificing the back of this. So, you know, you have to choose. You have to choose which side you're going to use. So anyways, that is the Autumn Love sticker journaling kit. So to recap, we have our Autumn Love, Fall Love, Posh Halloween, and the new covers, Autumn Leaves, Pumpkin Please. It's a fall design. These are very sturdy. They're pretty thick, durable, so not cheap by any stretch. Again, I will put the release information up here, and make sure that you use my affiliate link. I always have it down in the description. If you follow me on Instagram, I have it linked in my bio. And as usual, you can use my code Stacy10 to save you 10% on individual items. The code can't be used on bundles or boxes or any sales or things like that that are going on. It's strictly only used on individual items. So if you're buying this and this and this and this, you get 10% off everything. But if it had come into a whole bundle where she's discounting it because you bought it as a whole, that's when the code can't be used. So just wanted to reiterate that. Yeah, so let me put these items to the side. We're going to do just a creative journal process. I did want to, you know, dig into this kit, show you how it could be used. So yeah, stick around. All right, so we're back, and as I mentioned a second ago, we're going to just do a creative page using this Autumn Love sticker journaling kit and possibly some stickers from the Fall Love sticker book. So this is just a creative journal for me. Occasionally I come in here and just create spreads, or I do some sort of memory keeping, and yeah, this is one of those days that we're gonna just do something creative. I don't have anything particular in mind aside from being able to use this to print out pictures, doing some journaling. Once the fall season comes up, I'll have something already done so that I can utilize this, keep memories, and just you know, have something that my kids can come back to someday and take a look at, hopefully. So let's jump into it. So the one thing that stood out to me immediately was these stickers. They're almost completely the size of a full journal. This is actually a B5. This is definitely bigger, and in fact, I was talking about this one. This is definitely an A5 size, almost in the height, definitely not the width, but you could put like flowers around the frame and this trim off the top. I'm not going to use this one because I really like this pattern, so we're not going to use this, but just wanted to like give you some ideas on what you could use. And I like this one, how it's got that fall going on and the pumpkin here. So this would be really good, but again, it's so hard to choose when you've got this beautiful page on the back side. So I may not use this because I could recreate this by using a big sticker and then fall. So I'm not going to do that either. These are easy to choose from. They're almost essentially the same, just with a different pattern. So this has the yellow background with the florals. This one has florals with the gingham pattern. So it may not be as difficult to choose what to use. But back to what I was saying before, these will be really good to do like a waterfall page where you're cutting the edge and using these stickers to cover both sides. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to start by deciding how much I want to cut off, and I was also thinking of using this big sticker on that back page. Now, what I'm doing here is nothing new or out of the box. There are many, many, many creators out there doing this. I am not the first, definitely not the last, but you know, everybody kind of has their own twist on things. And so, yeah, you're welcome to take these ideas and kind of make it your own. But I've seen like Priya from, oh my gosh, what is her handle? I'll stick her handle up here because at the top of my mind I can't think of it. Okay, so this didn't go all the way down to the edge, which is okay. We can fill that gap with some washi tape. So that is totally fine. All right, and then what I'm going to do is bump the camera for one, and then secondly, grab my paper trimmer. Okay, so I want to cut this to about right here. So let me just grab a pencil, just so I know where to mark my page. And this is not going to work because it's not long enough. So we're going to have to break out the big trimmer. Hopefully it's not too big. I could use a X-Acto knife, but I just feel like these give me a cleaner cut than an X-Acto knife. So that's what I'm going to do, if I can manage to get it aligned straight. That is really hard to do. What I like to do is kind of use the dots on the page. There you go. That works. Okay. Now, should have got all my supplies ready, but I'll try to cut out any of the major noise. I'm just going to use my round edge punch to to round out those edges. And this is just from We Are Memory Keepers. You can go to Michael's. They're starting to carry all their own craft tools and things like that. So they're pretty easy to find. Okay, so now I'm going to take up this flower as carefully as I can, because if you watch me, if you follow me, you know I struggle with clear stickers. Okay, so now I'm going to turn this around, and we're going to try to do this as eloquently as I possibly can. I'm actually going to take this because I don't want my sticker to like magnetize to the sticker underneath, and I want a little bit to hang over the edge. So if I do, I just want to see how much. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like I should have done a much more solid sticker underneath so that these flowers would stand out, but you can learn from my mistakes. Okay, this part didn't lay down as flat. That's better. Okay, so you see I left some hanging over the edge, so we're gonna flip that around, and we're gonna take the other edge. If you can already tell, the image is inverted, so that means it's a mirror image, and so I can put them back to back and they're going to line up with each other. This is going to be tricky, but we're going to do our best. And yeah, the goal is to line up the roses. I feel like if I start with the middle, and there you have it. Look how pretty that looks. Can you see that? And so when I flip it, they're kind of floating, right? And they're going into the pumpkin patch right there. Oh, I love the way that turned out. Okay, so now I want something to, where are my washi strips? I know we had washi strips in here. Where'd they go? Right here. I might have to double this up. So let's do, well, we could do a couple of things. We could use some, we could do a washi strip, or we could do some paper. Although, yeah, I could do this paper. I was about to say, I'm not sure if I'm willing to sacrifice paper yet, but I think I am. I can sacrifice this one. So we're gonna go ahead and tear this out. And I didn't mention it in the flip through, but these are perforated. So you'll get a clean cut, sort of like a scrapbook paper. All right, so I want it overlapping, so I'm gonna go about right here. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. Okay, so I can either use this side or I can use the leaves. And I kind of really want the roses to stand out since I messed up on that side. So let's glue that part down. So I'm just going to take my glue runner, and I'm probably going to have to cut some excess off at the bottom, because I believe we measured it as a little taller than the B5. Oh, actually, it's almost just enough. So that worked out good. Okay, so again, I'm going to use my corner punch just to clean up that edge. Okay, that looks amazing. I love it. Okay, so what I don't have in this release is washi, but we're going to go ahead and use some of this washi, and I think I'm going to use this brown one right here. This is the thin washi tape neutral edition from Live Love Posh. That is also still available in the shop, so you guys are welcome to pick this up. It's going to be a really good complement to this set, I believe. So let's go ahead and just line this bottom edge. I'm just going to carry it over. Oh, well, I thought I was going to carry it, like flip it, but it ripped. That was convenient. And I'm probably going to carry it to the top just to kind of frame everything in. And I'll clean up those edges here in a second. Okay. Let's see. So, if you're not familiar with a corner round punch, I will say that it doesn't work very well on clear stickers nor washi tape, because they've got that waxy finish, and it just doesn't like it very well. So I don't recommend trying to punch with the corner punch on washi tape. I forgot what I was saying. Okay, so let's go back to this kit, and what are we gonna do? Oh, I love these florals. So here's the tricky part. It's really hard to, I like this. It's really hard to do a plan with me, or I would say this creative journal, because I want to make sure that I don't use everything up, right? I don't want to use everything up, because I want it for my actual spreads too. Again, I know I'll use this. It's just, what if I wanted to use these stickers for something else, right? So having said that, that might mean that I need to order another book. One to hoard, right? And one to use. I know I'm not the only one who thinks that way. Okay, I'm gonna move this over to the side a little bit more. So I think what I'm gonna do is put some florals up here, and I think down here at the bottom, and then let's see, actually I like this big cluster right here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to spell out fall memories right here. So what I like to do is get a ruler, and I just use any ruler, honestly, and start lining up my letters as straight as possible, which this is probably not the best ruler to use. I think this is a little bit better so that I can kind of measure distance. I don't know if any of you follow me on Instagram, but with the last release, I did a Mother's Day card with the sticker journaling kit. And I just thought that was really fun to do. I think it turned out really well. So there's all kinds of things that you can do with these kits aside from planners. You can use it for scrapbooking. Okay, I'm gonna move this down because memories is a long word. But again, you can, I was saying you can use these types of stickers and kits not just for planning, but for scrapbooking as well. In fact, that's sort of where I got my start in like the paper stationery industry, if you will. I think it was my ex-sister-in-law who invited me to a We Are Memory Keepers, like, you know how they used to like come to your house, like you hosted it, and then the scrapbooking people would bring all their goodies, and then they showed you how to use the product, and the next thing you know, you were buying like $150, if not $200 worth of stuff. But yeah, that's kind of where my paper and sticker obsession started. So needless to say, I not only have a bunch of planner supplies, but I also have scrapbooking supplies. Okay, I'm just trying to see if I need to straighten these out a little bit. It's okay if it's like, you know, not perfect, but I also don't want it to be completely wonky. Okay, So I think I want to put that about right there. Actually, I'm gonna put that there and then just see how, that's fine. It's okay if it's like, if the flowers are cascading too much. Okay, so now I'm just gonna push these down a little bit and then try to roll it off without losing a sticker in the process. Okay, I'm not gonna put the S down just yet because I think it was a little bit off the edge. There you go. That looks really cute. I like that. Okay, what else can we do? I like this scrapbook journaling situation. I feel like that screams memories, right? So let's kind of, I'm gonna put it here in the middle of the page. Look how adorable that is. Okay. What else can we do? I don't want to fill it up too much because the point is to write in stuff. So here we've got wonderful memories. That would be fun. Let's see if I could find something to layer it with. So if I kind of put that there, although I don't like the way it butts up to the flowers. So maybe, okay, so maybe instead I do this batch of pumpkins. I'm gonna stick it down here. And then we're gonna put wonderful memories on top of it. I think that looks cute. Okay. I feel like I want something up here, so let me just find one more thing and then we can move on. Move on to the next side. Kind of like these lanterns. Let's see. Okay. I'm just gonna grab make a line from the top. This might be too thick, but we'll see. That works. I'm gonna switch hands here because I don't want that to smear. I think that works very well. All right, so again, I can come in and put some pictures here. I could do some journaling. That would be really fun. And then, you know, if you don't fill up the whole space, you can come back in with some more stickers, basically. Okay, just gonna make sure that's dried. All right, so now we have this second page. We could just do some more decorative elements, and I think I want to use a girl for sure. And I love this journaling piece down here. Let's do this. We're going to go ahead and butt it up against this side. Maybe I make it come across. Let's see what's the best thing to do. I want to put it where it makes sense with the images, although I guess it doesn't either way. It's fine. I'm just going to commit to it. And I'm going to go ahead and just run my nail here and cut that page, cut that little piece off. I cut the washi tape too, but that's okay. All right, now I've got this kind of sharp edge right here, but we're going to fix that with this girl. Okay, she's blending in too much for my taste. So we are going to fix that by adhering her to white sticker paper, and then we're going to cut her out. I want her to be opaque, so this is my little trick to do that, so that we don't see through her to that background, because the whole point is I want her to cover up that sharp edge of the paper that I just stuck down. The other thing I could do is go back to pictures that I have from last fall. I don't have to wait for things to happen this fall. And there goes my light. Hopefully you guys can't really tell, but I keep struggling with these lights, and I haven't had an opportunity to figure out what I need to do to fix them or to replace them. Okay, there we have it. And now you can see that I'm gonna cut off that white edge at the bottom. I know some people get a little weirded out when it's like a half body or something, but it's not that big of a deal for me. But look how cute she looks. And again, it covers up that stark edge that was right there. Okay, I'm gonna try to fix that light just a little bit because my other light went out. Okay, what else can we do? Let's use these. Let me show you something we could do with these. I'm just gonna tear that out. Okay, so we've got a couple of options here. We've got this inverted edge picture, this side, and then the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut. I'm gonna cut this one. this one in half. Okay, and I'm going to, oh goodness, which one do I like better? This one or this one? I'm gonna trim this down a little bit more because I still see just a smidge of the other paper. Okay, this is gonna be my inside. That's gonna be my outside. Okay, so we're gonna take this and I want to fold it. So I need a bone folder, which I'm looking around my desk. Y'all, my craft room is a mess. Okay, so I'm going to just use the crevice in the paper cutter, and I'm going to use a bone folder and just go along that crevice to create a crease. And it looks like I need to do it one more time because this is pretty good paper. It's pretty thick, so I need to do it a couple more times. There we have it. Okay, so that was the center, but as you can see, there's a little bit of an edge here. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim that up a bit. Okay, and then I am going to grab a circle punch, and what we're going to do is punch a little notch into this side, just a little bit, so that you know that you're going to open it up, although it kind of blends in, right? So maybe that wasn't as useful as it could have been, but nevertheless. Okay, so I'm going to affix that right there, and it's just going to open up, and you can put some journaling in there, you can glue some pictures in, whatever your heart desires. And then we're going to do another nice little trick with the other one. Okay, so that's that. Again, it flips like this. Okay, and then we have this other card. Let's see, what can we do with this? We're going to create a pocket, and I think I'm going to use, let's do 2 pockets since we have two sides here. That would be cute. Also that one, I don't really like that side. I do like the leaves. No, I think that was a good combination. Yeah, that one and this one. Okay, so I trim this down a bit because it's got a bit of that raw edge. I'm going to, again, do a little notch, maybe like half. half the circle. Okay. And let's see, we're gonna do this. I think that works. Or do I want it? I think I'm gonna put it like that. All right. So next thing we need to grab is some double-sided tape, and we're gonna create a pocket. Now, I am using double-sided tape because it's definitely stronger than just like a glue runner, tape runner. And the other thing is that I can be sure that the edges are straight when I'm putting it down. I'm able to get it right on the edge as close as possible. And the reason for that is because we want to create a pocket. And if I don't have a straight edge, then I risk getting glue in the middle here, and we don't want that. Okay, so I'm gonna get it all the way down here to the bottom. So either like this or staggered. I think I want it staggered. So I'm gonna lift up this tape, which is always hard to do. It's very staticky. I feel like this video is super boring. If you made it this far, put a leaf, a leaf emoji down in the comments. I appreciate you sticking around this far. Okay, so that is stuck down. Now let's do this one. I picked these up at the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. $1.25 for these little double-sided tapes. I go through them like crazy, and so it's pretty nice that I can get these so inexpensively, and they work really well. I have no complaints, except that I wish they carried different sizes, different thickness. So sometimes I have to pick these up at Michael's if I want like a thicker piece. And I do the thicker pieces if I'm trying to cover more area, but generally these work pretty well for my needs, for my crafting needs. Okay, so now this one, and I'm just using the grids on the page to put it on as straight as possible. Okay, so let's see. Different things you can do is use the pocket to put in items. So like this is a washi card. You could throw some pictures in there. You could write a little note. You can use it as a little secret prayer list if you wanted to, and you just slide them in there, and it's going to give you about this much space to put some items in. So that's really cute. I think that turned out pretty fun. And I think what I want to do is grab one of those frames so there's that one. I thought there was more. That's pretty big. Oh, here's one. That is cute though. Yeah, I've kind of settled on the fact that I'm gonna buy another set. Look how pretty that is. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now I want to use this cluster too. And let's like carry the design to the other side. What else can we do? Maybe like a what other quotes? So the most beautiful season, autumn. Kind of like that there. But I also want thinking I need to layer it with something. Maybe some florals or a big leaf. Oh yeah, that would be cute. Okay. I'm really enjoying this. I don't know if you watch my sticker journaling videos, I think I express it a lot in those videos as well, how much I really enjoy that process. And this is just another way to incorporate that. Okay. Put that there. And then if I've got some more leaves, I'm just going to have them kind of cascading down. So this one, got these two. Let's do this. Kind of like the butterfly. So pretty. I love that. It's so cute. All right, what else do we need? I think that works. I think that works. All right, so at some point my phone shut off per usual. And I'm not sure exactly where I left off until I go back to the video, but I think we were at the very tail end of it. I think I was pretty much done. So let's just take a look at what was created. Again, I just created some pages in my creative journal. I created like a Dutch door waterfall page is what I think they call it. This is going to be for my fall memories. Just decorated this page. I loved this sticker here to kind of insinuate that we're going to do some like memory keeping scrapbooking here. I really love this decorative element of the flowers just kind of hanging over the edge. And then we get into the back page. This is a little pocket that I created, and I'm just going to show you that you can slide in like this little washi cutter, or you could put in some like pictures, anything like that. So you've got 2 pockets here, and then we've got this little flip page where you could do some journaling, or you can put some pictures here as well. We could even like layer a box for some writing if you wanted to. You've got this beautiful girl here with her bouquet of flowers. Really love how that turned out. And then yeah, that's it. So really fun. Again, I created this whole journaling page using the sticker journaling kit from Live Love Posh. It's called Autumn Love. We've also got the sticker book Fall Love, and of course we can't forget about the Halloween, Posh Halloween. And then last but not least, she's got some covers. I'm going to stick the information here. Just a reminder to use my code Stacy10 when you shop. And if you just want to browse the site, please be sure to use the affiliate link. I just realized these are upside down. My bad. But make sure to use the affiliate link down below. That just really helps me out, helps show Jessica that I am driving traffic to her website. So thank you in advance, and yeah, happy fall. It's going to be here before you know it. Take care, friends.